Good morning, Gary and Lisa. I'm making a little video here on how to use the sharpening stones that I've gotten for you to sharpen your knives. Beautiful knives, they should stay pretty sharp, but every now and then you'll notice that you need to give them a sharpening. So what I've gotten for you are diamond encrusted stones. There's a coarse stone here and an extra fine stone here. And then finally there's a leather strop. So it's those three things we'll use in order of coarse stone, extra fine stone, and then strop. And then I'll show you how to test to make sure it's sharp when we're done sharpening. All right, so when you're beginning to sharpen, you start with the coarse stone and your knife. And so the rule of thumb is for every inch of width of the knife, you should lift it, the back, the spine, 1/4 inch to set your angle. Your knives are a bit over an inch. They're about 1.5 inches. So we'll want to set our angle here to be a little over 1/4 inch when we swipe through to sharpen. So put that angle in your head and then you'll use it on both sides, just imagining it. So the first thing you do is just put a little bit of water on the stone. That acts as a lubricant. Once you've got that, set your angle and you want to push. So you'll start on the heel and you'll push at that angle all the way through, keeping the angle even. Push. I like to do 3 on one side, flip it over, do 3 on the other. These are pretty long knives, so you might want to go in pieces. So do the front half a little, and then the tip a little. Front half a little, tip a little. Once we've done that a bit on the coarse stone, then we'll move and we'll do exactly the same thing on the extra fine stone. Set your angle, push down. Okay, there we go. So we've tried the stones the first times round. So wipe our water off. And you'll notice when we were using the stones, we went toward the cutting edge when we were sharpening. So then when we move to the leather strop, we want to move away from the cutting edge so we don't cut our leather strop. So here you keep that same angle, but you move away from the leather strop. Okay, then we test to see if it's sharp. And the way to do that is just get a piece of paper and hold it at the edge and go down. And it should, there we go. It should go, see how smooth that is? So there's a little bit of a catch still. So it's not quite as sharp as we'd like. So we'll go back, I think, just to the fine stone and hit a little more. There we go, that's what we want. See how easy and smooth it goes through? Doesn't catch anywhere, and it very easily cuts the paper. That's how you know it's super sharp. And that's all there is to it. We'll sharpen the second knife now, and I noticed a couple of things that I'd like to point out that I didn't mention the first time. First is when you put your stone, put it right at the edge of a table or the counter, wherever you're working, so that your knuckles can be down underneath. It makes it much easier. If you're trying to do it out in the middle of the table, it's hard to get the right and keep the right angle. So move it on out to the edge so this hand is free. And the pressure that you're putting down is even on both the hand on the handle and here. So you don't want to only push here, only push here. You want to push with both of them. And it's a pretty good pressure. You could hear the sound. So when you do it yourself, think of that sound. So here we go again, a little over 1/4 of an inch up because of the width, and here we go. The strap, remember weight on the strap. It's pretty good. I'd like it to be a little bit, still catching a little bit, so I'd like to go back and hit it one more time, but that's getting pretty good. And you can start all the way back to the coarse and then fine. You know, you can just kind of keep going in this coarse, extra fine strop. Just keep going until you finally get the darn thing sharp. There's no reason you can't back up and start again from the coarse. So these stones, you can use them on any knife you got. These aren't only for these new knives you have. So any knives you have in the house, or pocket knives, or anything else, these stones will work. They're also, they'll last forever. The diamond encrusted stones on the metal block like that, they'll always stay flat. They'll never warp on you, and you'll have them forever. I have a knife maker friend who's been a professional knife maker for years, and he's still got the same ones he started with. Hasn't worn them out. There we go. So see how nice and easy that cuts through, all the way through. So that's what you're after. 3-step process: coarse, extra fine, strop, and then check it on paper. And you can do it as often as you need, and it's quite simple.